He has quite a career resume. Former Yankee Bobby Richardson spent his entire 12-year baseball career with the Yankees. A Yankee for life, he has continued his involvement with the game of baseball in his post-playing days, coaching at the University of South Carolina Liberty and Coastal Carolina University. He lives in his birthplace of Sumter, South Carolina. And this week, we have a treat. A look at how the former Yankees second baseman is keeping busy these days. From 1955 to 1966, Bobby Richardson accumulated many accomplishments, including 7 All-Star appearances, 5 Gold Gloves at second base, and was the MVP of the 1960 World Series. He played in 7 World Series, as a matter of fact, winning 3 of them. And we find out this week what the career-long Yankee does on an average day in his hometown of Sumter, South Carolina.
For Yankee fans, I'd like you to come in and see my home where I grew up and spent all my life. Please come in and let's look around together. I think the most important thing in this room, it's a carport that we turned into a sort of a den-like, but we have a big table over here that's a centerpiece. And so this is a wonderful table. We can bring more chairs in and get our whole family around this. But this is my whole family, 3 boys, 2 girls, and then 15 grandchildren. Boy, did I play a great time. Started out in 55 and 6, we played the Dodgers, 7 and 8 Milwaukee, then 60 the Pirates, 61 Cincinnati, 62 San Francisco, 63 the Dodgers, 64 the Cardinals. That's 9 out of 10 years. Team picture right here, what wonderful years in New York, and this is an even larger picture of the 61 Yankee team over here where all the home runs were hit. We built our home in 1960, right after the World Series when we lost to the Pirates. My swimming pool here was actually built 42 years ago, but this is the football field that we had. It really started out as a baseball field. This is third base right here. It's been in the ground so long now that it's about to tear up. Second base is out there. It's completely covered. First base is over here. Home plate was back here. And if you'll notice, it's a short left field fence. We're at a longer right field, so I'd talk some of my boys into switch hitting and become a left-handed hitter. This was the activity of all the sports activities in this neighborhood when we were growing up. Well, we're just 5 minutes from my home, and this is the ballpark that way back in 1966 in September when the Yankees honored me, 10th Yankee to be honored at that time with a day at Yankee Stadium. But they were in the process of building a ballpark, and they named it, even before it was completed, the Bobby Richardson Ballpark. As we walk this way, we'll see a plaque that they put up, but this park is something that little kids come. They have all ages here, 4 different parks. If you can get a shot of this signature right here, that's one of my best shots right there, and that's pretty well done. Did I think 50 years ago that after I'd retired from baseball, back in my hometown of Sumter, South Carolina, if I walked out to the mailbox, there'd be 8 letters out there from little kids all across the country. And to know that they could still name the lineup of the 1960-61 New York Yankees. There's so many fans across the country, and it's a humbling experience when you look back and realize that you were part of that. To be named Most Valuable Player in the World Series, to be a part of 30 consecutive World Series games, which is a record. To have a day in your honor at Yankee Stadium. To be runner-up to Mickey Mantle as Most Valuable Player in the American League. To lead the American League in hits, those are wonderful things. It makes you realize that you made the right choice when you had a chance to sign with 12 clubs, and one of them happened to be the Yankees. Season down here, quail season begins on Thanksgiving Day. And so my life during baseball and certainly after baseball has been involved in hunting, and we just enjoyed it so much. But one of the things you listen for, a quail makes a Bob White sound. It actually says Bob White. It goes. Thanks for a great visit down to South Carolina. We just had such a good time. That'll be what an old ball player does in his later years.
Yankees Magazine remembers one of Bobby Richardson's former teammates, pitcher Johnny Cucks, who passed away last week at the age of 81. Cucks was best known for tossing a 3-hitter in Game 7 of the 1956 World Series against the Dodgers. It was a 9-0 victory in the last World Series game ever played at Ebbets Field. Cox pitched in 4 World Series with the Yankees from 1955 through 1958. His best season was the 1956 season, when he went 18-9 with a 3.85 ERA.